Click on OK. Today concept is test case concept. There are test case. What is test case? Test case is nothing but it is an idea of test engineer. What is test case? Test case is nothing but test case. What is test case? Test case is nothing but it is an idea of test engineer. There are two types of test cases. There are two types of test cases. One is GUI test cases. Second one is functional test cases. One is GUI test cases, other one is functional test case. GUI means graphical user interface. GUI means graphical user interface. GUI means graphical user interface. Arish, are you there? Hello? Arish? Arish?
Hello?
Ah, yes.
I'm here, sir.
Now ask me, what is your doubt?
Actually, see this thing.
Okay, click on OK. First one, insurance domain. Domain means it is a subject. Domain means it is a subject. So if you know subject, so if you know that domain knowledge, you can do our work easy. We can do our work easy. Without domain knowledge, we can't do that work. Not very easy. So we have different domains like banking domain, finance, healthcare, educational domain, or finance, insurance domains we have. So if you have domain knowledge, you can do work easy. Next, domain expert. So if you have worked with any domain like banking domain and finance or healthcare or educational domain, so you will become a expert. So this domain expert, you can do work very easily. You can do work easy. So for example, I am the bank employee. So I don't know anything. I'm totally new to that bank. I don't know bank. I don't know anything. So if I want to do work with bank, so that is very difficult. First of all, I should know how to do transaction, money transfer, money withdrawals, cash deposit, everything I should know. Then only I can do work very easy. So what is the domain expert? What is the need of domain? What is the need of domain? Reduce the training time. So if you know domain knowledge, we can reduce the training time. Good on functional flow chart, workflow, business process and rule, and good idea on UI features, good idea on back end to end processing, defect tracking, terminology on insurance, what is insurance project, how to maintain, so everything we can get it. So that is the use of domain knowledge. Types of domains, we have different domains: insurance, banking, mobile banking, healthcare domain, dental insurance, retail, supermarket, protocol, networks, finance, CRM, SAP. What is insurance project? Insurance is defined as the equitable transfer of the risk of a loss from the entity to another in exhausting for payment. Insurer means just like it is a agent. Insurer is an insurance company selling the project. Insured or policy holder, just like customer. And insured or policy holder is the person or entity buying the insurance policy. Premium insurance rate. The insurance rate is a factor used to determine the amount to be charged for a certain amount of insurance coverage called the premium. Type of insurance. There are two types of insurance policies. One is life insurance, other one is non-life insurance. Types of insurance. By the law of insurance in USA, there are three types of insurances. One is unemployment insurance, second one is social security, third one is worker compensation. Category of insurance: dental, health, life, business, residential, transport, communication, or other. So we have different insurances. Health insurance. So what is the under health insurance? Health insurance, we have some parts like accidental death or dismemberment insurance, disability insurance, total permanent disability insurance, long-term care insurance. Life insurance, we have some different parts like permanent life insurance, term life insurance, universal life insurance, variable universal life insurance. Or next we have whole life insurance. Business insurance, we have some like bond insurance, director officers liability insurance, error and omission insurance, feasibility bond, professional indemnity insurance, professional liability insurance, protection identity insurance, trade credit insurance. Residential insurance, we have some parts like contents insurance, earthquake insurance, flood insurance, home insurance, landlords insurance, mortgage insurance, property insurance. Transport and communication, we have some parts: main insurance, travel insurance, vehicle insurance, aviation insurance, satellite insurance, computer insurance. Other insurances: casualty insurance, crime insurance, group insurance, and crop insurance, liability insurance, no fault insurance, pet insurance, insurance, reinsurance, terrorism insurance, wage insurance, weather insurance, workers' compensation. What is the use of premium? So I wrote, so how to take the premium and how we can pay the money, everything I listed out here in this section. Insurance policy process, insurance policy administrations, claims process, agent process, and policy system, user control system like insurance policy process, data import and export process, policy registration, quotation engine, insurance administration process system, and content process, insurance document process, insurance accounting. These are the some modules in the insurance project. Some modules in the insurance project. Benefits of insurance. Insurance work risk plus statistics is nothing but peace of mind. Insurance company were developed to take your risks. Insurance covers everything we do: household insurance, medical, motor, travel, pet, etc. Factors that is influence life insurance rates. Age, based on the person age, based on the person age, the premium will be changed. And health condition, gender, smoker, lifestyle, occupation, type of vehicle, weight, l- gender, already gender is repeated. Smoking status, family medical status, location, and marital status or profession. So this is the life insurance. So if you want to know insurance domain knowledge, compulsory you should study the all this document. Then only you can get it. What is insurance domain? Next, step by step, I will explain you each and everything. Second point, testing process end to end. First one is FRS review. So based on the customer requirements, we need to develop the application. So that customer he will send or he will give requirements, customer requirement, that is called FRS. We need to study the FRS, so that is called FRS review. So FRS review. FRS means customer requirement document. That is the first concept we should. So whenever you are facing the interview, that time they may ask you like, just to tell me about your end-to-end testing process. We should tell first one is FRS review. So first of all, we need to understand the customer requirements. So based on the customer requirements, we need to do the project, how to do. So first of all, we need to understand the customer requirements, so that is called FRS review. Second one is test plan review. So test plan prepared by test lead. So first of all, how to do this particular project, he will give set of guidelines. Using that guidelines, we will study the test plan. And BRS review. BRS means business requirement specification. Business analyst, he will give set of guidelines. So first of all, we need to understand that BRS. So how to do this particular project very easily? He will give set of guidelines. Using that guidelines, we can understand the requirements very clearly. That is BRS review. Next, fourth one, participating in the review meetings. Each and every software company, they will conduct review meetings. So we need to understand meetings, like, so each and every software company, based on the customer requirements, we will conduct review meetings. So we need to participate the review meetings. Fifth one, identifying the scenarios. Scenario is nothing but it is a situation. We should concentrate on situation. So if it is, for example, we have one application, that is login application. So we need to enter username and password. We need to enter username and password. We need to enter username and password. We need to click on login button. We need to click on login button. So that means that is the one scenario. We need to enter username. We need to enter password. We need to click on sign in button. That is the scenario. Sometimes we will enter correct username, we will enter wrong password, we need to click on login button. That is one scenario. Next, second scenario, we will give wrong username and we will give right password, we need to click on login button. That is second scenario. Third scenario, we will give wrong username, wrong password, we will click on login button. That is third scenario. Fourth scenario is we will give wrong username and wrong password, we need to click on login button. That is the fourth scenario. So only one scenario. Based on the scenario, we will write the test cases. Scenario is nothing but it is a situation. Scenario is nothing but it is a situation. Identifying the scenarios. Sixth concept, pre-writing the scenarios. Which one you will rectify immediately? Which one we need to rectify immediately? We will listed out all the scenarios. That is called pre-writing the scenarios. Next, designing the test cases. We need to write the test cases. Eighth one, involving the peer review. Peer means colleague. Colleague. So he wrote or we wrote some test cases. So some peer or colleague, he will review the document. That is called peer review. Next, sending the test case document to lead for lead review. So we will send after writing the test cases, we will send the test case document to lead for review. So that is called sending the test case document to lead for lead review. Next, refining the design based on peer or lead comments. So after reviewing the test case document, he will do some suggestions. What are the suggestions? So he will listed out here in this section, that is sending the test case to lead for review testing, or refining the design based on peer or lead comments. 11th one, getting the approval for the design from BA. Business analyst, you need to give the permission. So based on the test cases, he will give permission. So that is getting the approval for the design from BA. BA means business analyst. Next, SRN study. SRN means software release note. It is a note prepared by technical department people and send it to testing department people. So what are the points here? We have build path information, known issues document path information, test date path information, deployment document path information, and release manager name, release date, build number, version number, project name, project module name. So everything they will list it out in this section, that is SRS. Next, deployment document study. So each and every software company, they will give deployment document or installation document. Using that installation document, we will install the application into client environment. For that purpose, each and every software company, they will provide installation document. Using that installation document, we will install the application into client environment. If at all installation successful, then we can come to a conclusion that the given guidelines correct. Otherwise, we can come to a conclusion that the given guidelines are not correct. That is installation document. Conduct sanity testing. So after developing the application, developers will build. They will develop the build and they will sending to testing department. That build is properly or not. Further, if you want to perform testing, so this build is properly or not, we will do testing. That is called sanity testing or build verification testing, build acceptance testing. Next, process in the functional testing. Compulsory, we should perform some actions on the functionality. Then only we can say that functionality is properly working or not. That type of testing is functional testing. We will perform functional testing. We will perform functional testing. Next, defect reporting. So defects reporting. We need to raise the defect to developers. So while developing the testing the application, if you want to raise the defect to developers, we should follow some format that is called a defect profile template. So each and every software company, they will maintain defect profile template, defect ID, defect description, steps for reproducibility, submitter, data submission, version number, build number, assigned to fields. So everything we should mention. That is defect profile template. Getting the modified build from development team. So after raising the defect, they will rectify and they will sending to testing department. Based on the customer requirement, this build is really rectified or verified. Once again, we will do testing. That is called getting the modified build from development department. And once again, we will do retesting and regression testing. And next, performing system testing. After developing the application into one environment, we will perform different types of testing. Whenever you are working with any software company, maximum we will perform different types of testings, like bill acceptance testing, regression testing, retesting. So we will perform different types of testings. So different types of testings we are performing. We will perform different types of testings. We will perform different types of testing, like bill acceptance testing, regression testing, retesting, and sanity testing, smoke testing. Everything we will perform. When we will do testing after developing the application, and whenever we are raising the defect to developers, then developers will rectify and they will send it to testing department. Then we will do different types of testings based on the customer requirement. This application is properly developed or not, we will do testing. So that is called, we will perform different types of testings. Perform system testing. What is system testing? After developing the application into one client environment, we will perform different types of testings. So that is called system testing. Last one, test closure. So after executing the test cases, which test cases passed, which test cases failed, we will list it out here in this section, that is test closure. So after developing the application, so we will write one test cases. So which test case is passed, which test case is failed, we will list out in the test closure. That is test closure. So this is the process, end-to-end testing process. We should explain whenever you are facing the interview. That time they may ask you like, what is testing process? We should explain end-to-end. So FRS review, test plan review, and BRS review, everything. So we should mention this 20 points.
Okay.